Okay. Oh.
Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. So it's a little bit different for us, but a fair few of our Instagram followers, they've got some questions they want answered. We'll do our best today.
Our first question is full rundown on the rig.
That's a big question.
I think maybe this is one that we can cover in a separate YouTube video.
Yeah, once we're back home we'll do a rig rundown on my ute and the trailer, because there was a few people asking about the trailer.
We'll do a proper rundown for you. Next one is entire cost so far of the trip. This is something that I will make a separate video about. I can't remember much off the bat. Like, I'm gonna have like pre-trip costs, and then obviously the fuel, the food, the caravan parks.
Just as a baseline, we went through about $900 worth of diesel on the way down to the barge.
Yeah. The Patrol uses 24.5 litres per 100.
She's not the most efficient piece of machinery with a bung turbo and a little fuel pump.
Someone else has asked, who owns the best TF Rodeo in Australia?
I don't even know what a TF Rodeo is. It'd have to be Riley, I guess. Yeah. It'd be Riley.
All right. Pros and cons on the Osmo Pocket. So the Osmo Pocket's what we're filming on at the moment.
Cons. No, all pros.
What?
All pros.
Oh.
All pros, no cons so far. There would be one con with it. It's a little bit fragile. We haven't broken it.
I mean, I dropped it in the mud at Coffs and it's survived pretty well. So
solely because it's not a one-piece camera. It has the gyroscope and the gimbal on it. It's something you got to watch out for if you're like jamming it into your pocket to run up a hill or something.
it's got like a little half case that we always keep it in when we're carrying it around. Like when Cody hardly ever uses it. But when I'm filming on the tracks, this is the only thing that I film on. Because I got the Creator Bundle, I think it's called. And it's normally $1,200, I believe. It was a return to JB Hi-Fi in Port Macquarie. And I got him to give it to me for $1,000.
Comes with an added battery and a tripod-ish kind of stand. And the mic too.
And another lens and the mic, which is fantastic. Very much worth the money. Like, being able to run up or run down the tracks after Cody and not have shaky ass footage is phenomenal.
Yeah, that Coffs footage where I had to send it up the hill.
I was filming on my phone and on the gimbal at the same time, and like I fully had to jump out of the way, and like you can't even tell on the gimbal.
It doesn't even look like there's much send happening on the gimbal.
And I think like a little bit it might get rid of some of like the dramaticness of 4Bing, but I prefer having to not go through and stabilise all the footage.
It's cinematic
at the
drama.
end. Yeah, cinematic. But it is a fantastic little camera, like, and the size is incredible. Like, it literally sits up on the dash.
DJI, if you want us to try your action camera, send it along.
Yeah.
Because we're done with our GoPro. The GoPro isn't really doing it for us.
It sits up on the dash. It works well for in the cab, and that's about it. It is flat every 5 minutes. DJI is fantastic. If you have the money, spend the money. I bought it and the drone at the same time, and I love them both. Like, I wouldn't change a thing. It is a fantastic little camera.
It's stepped up our game a lot.
100%. All right, next one. What are some of the flaws of your setup?
Flaws.
That's a good question.
She's a bit top heavy at the minute. Full Tourer. It's definitely top heavy. There's not enough space for all of Kim's clothes.
I have like 3 jumpers. Stop it.
Yeah. I've got one.
You have 2.
Oh, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of flaws at the moment. It's just an old car at the end of the day. Like, the other day we were driving in the rain and the rain was coming in through the window.
I'd say one major flaw would be the aircon.
Yeah.
It's got a heater that works really well, no air conditioning, it's windows down, which is nice sometimes, but doing 100 k's on the highway, it is not nice. And the snorkel's on my side, so it's extremely noisy. But I mean, when it comes to like camping setup,
I've pretty well got it like
how you want it.
ironed out, yeah. I've went through a fair few different iterations, and like with the canopy, we've got 90% of the luxuries of home. And as you'll see in one of our future videos, I drove Pine Gunner Jeep Track solo, full tourer.
The rooftop does make a difference.
Yeah.
I used to have a slimline Motop rooftop.
The mold top.
Motops arse. I would never spend my money on them. And that's just an honest opinion. We haven't been paid by Darchie. We bought the tent with our own money. Well, it's $5,000 normally, and they left it in my cart, and they send me a 10% off discount code, which was slay. So it was $4,500 for that rooftop tent.
Gigi, come on.
I'd pay it again, like multiple times over, just because of how comfortable it is and the space.
Heaps of space.
But it makes a difference. It's almost 100 kilos. Moving on. Why don't you get an LED light bar instead of those spotlights?
Money. No, I had a bit of a vision with the little roof rack spotty setup, and I didn't have enough money at the time to buy good spotties or a good light bar. If I could get my hands on a really good, like a flood style, as well as driving, I don't know, you can get combination ones. If I could get one of them, I'd definitely do it, because it is handy to have the little working lights on the sides if we're out bush at night. More or less money. I've had to prioritise just other things with the ute.
How long have you been driving Forbies for?
So I am 24 in September. So when I first got my licence, I was just your typical P-plater. I got a Subaru. Yeah, it was a 6 Subi, but it just couldn't get me out and about to all the places I wanted to. So what I ended up doing was getting a cheap Colorado at 17, I think. About 5 years ago. About 5 years ago I bought GQ. Looked a whole heap different back then.
So how long have you been driving Forbies for?
Oh, God. Oh,
7 years?
yeah, about 7 years.
What's your favourite part about owning a 4x4?
All of it.
Yeah.
Places like this.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to get out and really enjoy it.
The fact that we can go pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
What's on the must-see list in Tassie?
All of it.
Yeah, literally.
Loved the sand dunes up the top. We're only,
Not even halfway through our trip.
yeah, we're a week in, basically.
The House of Whiskey was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
On Bruny
yeah,
Island. We went to Gordon Dam today. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool to see. It's quite far out of the way, but like a 4-hour round trip from New Norfolk. It's worth it. Like, the scenery's so different everywhere you go here.
Yeah.
And this is one of those spots, like huge rocky mountains, just gorgeous. Worth a drive. And
Yeah.
the dam's cool.
More worth it than the dam is the actual journey to the dam. Had us in awe the whole way.
All right,
Stay.
next one. That D-Max you hang out with, talk about him, start doing rig rundowns. Who do you think that is?
Oh, that'd have to be Patrick, wouldn't it?
That's correct.
It's an alright D-Max. Shame it breaks tie rods.
Shame it's not sassed yet.
Yep. We'll talk about it once it's sassed, Paddy.
All right, next one. Why the Patrol and not a Land Cruiser? This made me laugh when I read it.
Why the Patrol and not a Land Cruiser? Because I don't like spaghetti diffs and the price.
Compared to what you've spent in total on this car and the price of a newer 79
Yeah.
is
So, yeah.
like...
I could have my ute as capable and set up as it is currently, or I could have a stock 79 series.
And not a new one, like maybe a 6-year-old one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not be able to drive Pengana Jeep Track.
Or
Solo.
many tracks, for that matter.
Yeah.
No,
Look, if I got a wagon, I'd really like a 105.
I'd love
Cruiser.
an 80. I want an 80 series. I love 80s
Yeah.
so much. Oh
She's
my
got
God,
the
she's
zoomies.
doing laps.
Zims. Good girl. Hello.
Anyway, but not
Yeah.
not a 79.
No,
That's for sure.
not for me, personally.
They
They sound cool,
Hello.
but yeah.
When it comes to like the suspension setup, how capable they are off road, how much money you have
Comfort.
to spend on them to make them comfortable. Value for money and Patrols are just
Capability.
cooler.
Just good. But, no, yeah. A chopped 80 series would be sick.
You guys should do more shed content like mods or even just how you do prep for a trip. I like that.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
would be fun.
Could definitely look at doing something like that for you
Like
guys.
if we do another big trip and we
Yeah.
do a video full of prep, that would probably be helpful for a lot of people, I reckon.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. I like the content suggestions like that. Like it's fun to think of the different things we can film.
We might put up a poll or something like that where you guys can, suggest content that you'd like to see.
Shed type content would be cool, I reckon. What?
Just blows my mind that people care to know about what I do. It's crazy. I love it. I love you guys.
No. Alright, another one. What's your opinion on the new patrols?
New ones like Y62.
I like them. Y62.
They look sick, sound sick.
I think the rear end looks ugly as,
Yeah.
personally. I think the
Yeah.
white ones look really ugly.
They're good grocery getters.
Yeah.
Good mum cars.
I mean, I've seen plenty of people set them up and do four-wheel driving with them, but reliability-wise, I don't think
can
they're
be
that
done.
great.
Yeah.
But they're nice. We like them.
Yeah, they look cool.
How are you liking Tassie so far?
Loving it. It's gorgeous. Every bloody 10Ks, the scenery changes. We drove up through the top corner and it went from pine forest to rainforest to grazing farmlands
And then beach.
and then beach.
And it was like an hour and 40 minutes drive.
Yeah.
It was incredible. What's your dream car?
Dream car? I'd really love a Cummins swapped extra cab GQ.
So basically this with the Cummins in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Big tractor.
Collab, even though I have no followers.
Yeah, probably. We don't really care about
We
that.
don't care if you have followers or not.
If you're good people and you got a pretty good rig, for sure.
We don't care about followers here. Good fun and not boring.
Yeah, no
Teehee.
boring people.
But yeah, when it comes to like doing trips with other people and tracks, and we're not biased.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go on a trip with us, just ask us.
Yeah, if you got something planned and we're not busy,
We're down.
chances are it'll happen.
What got you into four-wheel driving?
Well, back when I was a kid, used to live in Esperance, and my dad had a little four-door Vitara, and I used to drive that thing everywhere on the beaches. From the age of like 6, 7, I started actually driving it, and yeah, I was kind of hooked with that.
Who did the chop and rough cost?
I did it.
I did it.
We did it.
That was our first date.
First proper date when you come down to see me.
Yeah.
So we were about 2 hours away at that time. Yeah, let her put a grinder to the side of my car.
It was really scary, to be honest.
stop.
I've never used a grinder before in my life.
I've got a picture of that if Kim will let us put it up. And then all the bar work, tray, everything else I've done as well. A lot of money in metal.
Do you know a rough cost?
Oh, it was close to $2,000 worth of metal. The front bar is a Stealth front cradle, and I've put custom hoops on it. Basically, I didn't like the hoops that he puts on his bars. Stop. Jesus Christ.
She had the
She
mega
loves this
zoomies. She's going to have sniffing noises.
So yeah, all in all, it would have been around $3,000 doing it at home.
Alright. Someone has asked how many Ks.
A few.
Did you say about 400,000?
It'd be at least, yeah. Service it every 6 months or before and after a big trip.
It's probably serviced more than it should be, but it's
Yeah.
really well looked after, so. And that is it.
That's all.
That's all your questions.
Lovely.
There was an hour left on the poll, but I can't see it because we have no signal here.
Yeah.
So I'm
Terrible
sorry if I
shame,
missed
but-
anyone.
Yeah, thank you for all your questions. It's, yeah, awesome interacting with you guys. Appreciate it.
It's fun to do a video like this.
Yeah, something different.
GG agrees. So this was fun.
Yeah. So this is us. This is our little family. We'll do a proper rig rundown on my ute at some point.
It's just getting the time to do it.
We've been struggling for time. So we both work full time still.
YouTube isn't paying us yet.
We need everyone to subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Like, share it, tell your friends.
Tell your mates.
No, we just love doing it. Whether we're filming it or not, we're been out here doing it. So
We like meeting new people. We don't care if you have followers or not. It's not like I would never look at that and go, oh, they only have 2,000 followers. Ew, we're not going out with them.
of course not.
Like I would never see myself being like that.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you all for your questions.
Cheers, guys.
We'll do another one of these in like a year's time, maybe. I'd love to see where we're at in a year's time.